Hello everybody, my name is Nathan. Welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron for the New Order as the NKVD. Let us continue on for our last left off. So, right now we're going to get the event here, Traders Among Us, which is going to give us under the Dawstruck Stone. So, we're in a weird situation, I think. And that is because for the rest of this entire focus tree, it's all against Lysenko, but he's dead. Like, he doesn't exist anymore, so I'm not too sure what they're actually going to do for this. I'm a bit... We actually just skip these other ones. I guess so. We can just go straight to Lysenko. You know, screw it. Let's just keep going down the tree. Because the rest of the stuff doesn't really seem like it matters unless we also need it for this one. No, we can actually just go straight to an unexpected ally. So a little bit of stability, 5%. But we're at 53%, which is pretty good comparing to where we've been in the past. And what's the Euros Respect us do? Stability, war support, and improved relations with Orenburg, but other than that, it really doesn't do anything for us. So, let's kind of continue on. Under the Dawstruck Stone, deep within the belly of Black Mountain, those few administrators, scientists, and yes-men who have been yet to find themselves mingling in the smogs of the city remain. They are there for two reasons. Their minds and bodies are still needed for the extraction of information, or they deserve far worse than a quick, simple death. They are left in a stark black silence for most of the day. Occasionally, they are drawn from their chambers in short intervals for intelligent extraction or to be tortured. The two that are very often 1,000... Oh, jeez. The two are very often one and the same, awaiting a conclusion for the men who convert 1,000 lies into digits and charge. Only when they have outlived their use or become incapable of experimenting any greater of agony, they are to be added to the smokestacks. If you wish to see what justice looks like, look in the black smoke of the nameless facility south of the city. There rising greasy fumes to the sky. There is a true penance, boundless sorrow. Okay then. We've killed all of them. Yeah, now you don't do anything. You don't do anything. So they're basically meaningless. So we get the unexpected ally. I mean, we'll go for the revisionist communes, diplomats to Orenburg. I guess we're going to unite with Orenburg because I don't know who else we'd really do. As the final memories of Lysenkoism are slowly cast into the abyss of our past, the time has come to begin changing not only our outlook, beliefs, and purpose, but to change the land we live on. The Black Mountain is covered in endless fortifications, booby traps, and hazards. While defenses are necessary for our survival, especially in Russia, there's a point where they devolve into mad paranoia. Soldiers of the NKVD are forced to walk down the mountain in complicated serpentine patterns to avoid landmines or stake-filled pits. The navigating of deep recesses of the mountain requires us to trace our route with a string, like the thesis of a legend, lest we not get lost in a purposely winding labyrinth of the structure. Demolition and dismantlement have begun, with engineering teams carefully trying their best to ensure the safety of every man who dares walk down the mountain slopes or the steps outside his barracks to relieve himself. Already 6 have died in the efforts, either from poorly constructed traps or explosive devices releasing detonating at the slightest touch, or by stumbling upon traps that had long been lost to record. Several traps seem to have been constructed at some point by outside of the NKVD, and without our knowledge, seemingly built to explicitly kill any poor fool chosen to disarm others. Progress is slow, but to be sure, the Black Mountain now sleeps, and it's time to trim its claws. So political power goes down by 15. Again, we have almost 1,700 political power, so not really a big deal. And again, do you actually do anything? War support goes down for 35 days. I mean, it boosted by 5. Unless that's an increase of 15%. Let's just... I think we have to do it, right? War support goes up. For power gain. You know what, sure, let's just do both. The war support's going to go down for a little bit, but I think after 15 days, it should go back up. Yeah, so after, the 15 days, or the 30 days, whatever the time limit was, war support will go back up. I don't know, there's a chance that we don't even ever go to war with any of these people. Like, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with the Euro League, it's just kind of there. And there's nothing in our tech tree that actively fights them. The Lysenko issue again. Game, they don't exist anymore, but sure. So the greatest threat, the threat posed by Derwanger's brigade is enormous, an insane group of lunatics, more unhinged than even our own previous dictator, is something rarely found. If we sit any longer without taking action towards the existential threat posed by these fascists, we risk perishing ourselves. Therefore, it is imperative that we take action as soon as possible to repel, or more optimistically, destroy Derwanger and his Nazi bandits. The High Command has discussed a number of battle plans that have been constructed in an effort to settle one military action that can be taken, even seeking a possible alliance with our neighbors to deal with the issue. Currently, a strong spearhead into the chief camp of the brigade seems to be the optimal option, but even something like this could fall into deep in the face of Derwanger's hardy bandits. For now, we can do nothing but wait and plan as fascist rats fester on our borders. Again, they don't exist. They're already dead. They've already been defeated. So, prepare for the wolves. Okay. We're just actually spending some loot. How much loot do we have? We have no loot. But apparently I don't know if the game cares about that. Spent all of our political power there. So we're going to get 2 free units as far as I can tell as soon as these events are done. I mean, it gives us something to spend our political points on, but again, that wasn't really the issue. And yeah, taking -1 loot when we have 0, does it do anything? These are only boosting stability. And stability is already at 53%. Oh, the game's over. I think that is, next slide. Are the slides broken? Auto-saving. There's something here. Game. What if I load back the autosave? I'm gonna load back the autosave and see if maybe maybe I completely screwed something up. Either that or the ending slide just doesn't actually work properly, which might be the case. Okay, the 22nd Motor Rifle Division. Is it like a video or is it like a slideshow? Let's be honest, I'm not really sure. Yeah, no, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it actually does anything. Strange. I'm guessing the game realizes that Derwanger doesn't exist yet. So it's giving us the pop-up. But yeah, nothing else shows up. It's just eternal blackness. Okay, what if we load into the save game I had before? I'm gonna tag as a different country. We're gonna like tag as Orenburg or something, and then see if something shows up. Okay, tag. Is it just like ORE? Okay, it is. We'll have the game while the game run, and then see if maybe they're going to get a focus to do something. If I turn off Fog of War, does that let me see what they're doing? Yes, they're getting the Derwanger issue as well. So, yeah, I'm guessing the game kind of bugged out. Like, it doesn't realize what's happened. Like, have you done your focus trees yet? You're almost done, but you're not quite done. So there's a chance that the ending is just completely bugged. But as soon as that like slideshow things pops up, I don't think I can get off that screen. Okay, I know it was after this was finished. 11 days. And at some point after that, it ended. It ended for the NKVD. So I'm not too sure, honestly. So it's a weird situation. Healthy relations. Okay, well, they're getting the village trust us. That's not really what I wanted them to do. I'm just very, very strange. It's a very tag. Okay, Orenburg. Okay, does Orenburg have a slide, or is this one broken as well? Okay, Orenburg has a slide. The other people don't. I don't know why. So, I guess I'll just read this one because the other one doesn't work. With the Ranger and his brigade defeated, peace has come to Euros once more. It is not long peace, and it would not be permanent, but it was peace. The people of Orenburg gladly gave what they could to support the struggling region of Orsk, while the Euro Guard began a campaign of systematic eradication of various bandits that have popped up in the province. Without the Ranger to enforce his monopoly on terror, they need funds, food, manpower to support them. Engineers and aid workers poured out of Orenburg to fill this duty. They built hospitals and schools. Yeah, I think it just didn't work. The Black Man has fallen, but is not silent. Just like the Caesar of old, Lysenko was killed by his own comrades as he worked diligently in the halls of Mexico's laboratories. I don't know. In his place stood the killers of 22nd Motorized Division of the NKVD. While their main retrieval missions had halted, nobody celebrated this change of management. But the NKVD had proven their willingness to serve demands evil, and whether they desperately begged for forgiveness or pretended that they had no reason to ask, it did not matter. All of Orenburg knew what they had done, and forgiveness had to be earned, and the NKVD would never truly earn this. Tag. I think it's bar. I'm trying to remember what the ED bug. Tag boss. Yeah, I guess it just didn't work for the NKVD. It's a little bit strange. How does it keep going down this tree? Answers, I have no idea. I mean, like, I assume this all still works. It just didn't work properly. Did they say no? I know, it's a very strange situation. Like, can I, like, play ending again? Can I just, like, replay the ending? I mean, the ending idea is cool, but, like, if it doesn't actually work... Very, I'm gonna try one more time. I know this is going to be kind of annoying to watch, but... I just want this to work. It's disappointing that it just said, we'll just like fade to black and nothing will happen. I mean, I enjoyed playing through Old World Blues again because it's a or not Old World Blues. I guess it is Old World Blues, but the New Order, I guess I should say. So, like, why did it pop up? I'm guessing this is what triggered it. Or was it the end of the year? It's either the end of the year triggers it, because I think 1968 is like the last in-game year, or the Wanger doesn't exist, and that's why. This is very, very strange. I mean, as soon as it's done, I'm gonna save because I'm kind of curious to see what it says about the EuroLeague as well. See if their thing actually works. Which it might. At least I think it should. There's a Wanger issue. I can't make this go by any faster. If I could, I would, but there's no way to do it. Okay, keep on going. I wonder if you got the Euros respect us before. So I'm gonna save now. So we're gonna go through all the endings. I don't care how long this video lasts because clearly there's no more series after this. This is, I guess, gonna be the last episode. I was kind of curious what would have happened if we kept Lysenko in power. I just, like, it seems very difficult to actually get that done. Do everything here. I mean, yeah, like, it's a neat idea. It's a very, like, Fallout, New Vegas, Fallout 3, I guess, as well. Yeah, they just don't have slides. So there are just no slides for these guys. So we'll never know what happens. And I'm gonna keep spamming clicking a little bit. But clearly it doesn't work. So I'm gonna load back. We'll take as a EuroLeague and see if their event works as well. We'll see what it kind of says about them. And then yeah, I guess that'll be the end. Because clearly, everything be broken. Like, I don't even know what that thing that pops up at right there is. Take Euro. Yeah, I don't care about that. Oh, it's a crash, dominoes, yada yada yada. That's cool. Does it happen? Like, what happens if I was like to tag as Germany or something? Like, would theirs work? Or would theirs also just be broken? Does it happen at the first of the year? Okay, I'm gonna save once again, because again, like, who cares? It might just be the first of 68. It is, okay. The EuroLeague. Does ours work? Okay, their one works as well. The Orenburg War, as the conflict would later be called, would become the defining moment of the EuroLeague. A much of sacrifice and more brave members of the Guard and their scions gave their lives during the events that would be any conflict before it, but none of it could say it was not worth it. In the aftermath of the battle, the soldiers of the League were greeted by Orenburg as heroes. Cheering crowds herald them down crowded avenues as thousands celebrate their saviors. In the aftermath of the war, relations would continue to improve. Together, Orenburg and the League would stand unprecedented stability in the region, unseen since before the war. Together, they were stronger, and together they would help build a better Russia for all people. For this was the sacred mission of the EuroLeague. With many in the League had prayed before, the Guard the Guard prepared for the final struggles where you take Black Mountain from the madman who ruled it. This future never came. Instead, in the halls of the mountain sat the NKVD under Stepan Pokov, Lysenko's former henchman, now watching intently over the lands of the area. With the grand war against the combined forces of the Wagler's banditry and the NKVD cleanly sidestepped, the destruction of the Black Bandits became far easier, with many lives saved by this. But many in the League wondered if they were not better had they come into conflict. The Guard itself was furious over the war being prevented, and would be chomping at the bit for a chance to take the NKVD for pay for their sins for years to come. The League always needed more men. The poets and scholars that made up half of its government cried for it, begged for it. More, they would shout, more to fill the holes in our lines, to shore up their defenses. But the Guard was not the League. The Guard would always be the Guard, and no poet or scholar or Catholic priest could change that. Luckily for everyone, the civilians would eventually concede, and the Guard more than proved its capacity in the Orenburg War. For what use is the Orenburg Guardsman if he cannot be worth 10 others? The fallen corpses of the German bandits and the Russian traitors more than answered this question. They are of no use. And then that one also just kind of ends. So what happens if I take as somebody else? What happens if I take as like Germany? What happens then? My chances are it just says Germany and that's it. I'm really disappointed that our ending just didn't exist. Or like take us United States. Take Germany. Yes, I understand all these things happen. Not a big deal. Will we have any pop-up? Will ours just go on as normal? Because I don't know. No, ours just continues on like normal. So clearly, I mean, can I release them as a puppet state? I'm assuming not, just because that's the way. Yeah, it's not available in this version of the mod. What if I do something like weird? I'm just gonna play around with the ending. I hope everyone's okay with that. For now, I'm just gonna like take his Orenburg, annex the rest of the people in the console command, and see if that changes anything. I'm gonna go and say no because it's probably based on the events that happen and not on territory owned. Yeah, just it's Markel Straits, transfer the states. Oh shit, I fucked this up. Can you get this out of the way, please? I'm trying to tag as Orenburg. Thank you. And then I'll form the I thought it was a decision for doing this, but I guess not. Hague, O-R-E. Hague, O-R-E. Yeah, just do all this again. That's fine, whatever. Form the... reunify the southern area and see if now it has a different pop-up. Or if it's exactly the same. Okay, no, there is a difference. Okay, so it does actually work. So maybe I'll take as the NKVD and annex everybody and see if that changed anything. The Reminder is dead. The bandits were scattered. Orenburg was safe. All without bending over to the Reactionary League. Okay. So this one is still the same. It doesn't recognize that that's changed. We'll do one more. We'll just stay as ourselves, and then we'll end the series. I'm just really disappointed that our faction has no ending. The one person I decided to play as doesn't have a conclusion. Markel States, transfer them to myself. Reunify the southern area. Apparently it went back to this flag, but sure. No, it just does not work. There's just straight up no slide for our faction. Wonderful. So thanks everybody for watching. I guess that's the end of the series. If you want to see more, subscribe, all that good stuff, and goodbye.